yenye baraka. Wajivunia sana tukijiita wa Kenya, nchi yenye baraka.
Peperusha kofia kabisa, peperusha kabisa.
Kenya makao yetu ni nchi ya usalama, kamwe hatutaiacha. Kenya makao yetu ni nchi ya usalama, kamwe hatutaiacha. Kamwe hatutaiacha. Unayependa Kenya ni yule mwenye kupenda haki kwa watu wote. Haki kwa watu wote daima.
ODM. ODM. Leo nina furaha ambaye haina kifani. I want to first of all start by telling members that this is the first NDC after the loss of my dear brother Raila Amolo Odinga, who was the founder of this party, ODM. And I also want to take this opportunity to thank all members for the confidence they have conferred on me by electing me as the party leader of this great party, ODM. This is not a small thing. It is something which I'm now the second party leader of ODM. And ODM is 20 years old. It is one of the most resilient parties ever in the history of this country. And it is the largest and the biggest party in, south of Sahara and north of River Limpopo. That is true, and it is a party which is fit to take power on its own. But we as a party are moving on very carefully, because it is difficult for any party in this country to go it alone. That is why you have also given me another authority. Apart from electing me the party leader, you have given me authority to start negotiating with other like-minded parties, starting with our current partners in the broad-based government. And I will do it as instructed by you. I will do it with my colleagues. It is not a one-man job. It is a job which is to be done collectively. And I also want to take this opportunity to thank my colleagues, led by the party chair, Gladys Wanga, who have worked tirelessly to organize this particular convention. I was not part of the organizing team, and this team has done a wonderful job, and I congratulate them. I congratulate them. And I also now want to tell you, my colleagues, members of ODM, that this party has a history. This party has a history, and I, standing before you here, I am found a member of ODM. And it was not easy to form this party. I can tell you that we were almost being expelled by the party.
Virat, where were you?
I promised all of you. I said that I would find Mom's culprits and turn their life into a living hell.
Virat, listen to me about
Your culprits will stay in this house now. While living in this house, she will realize that it would have been better if she had been jailed instead. She will curse the very day that she came to the yacht and met our family. I promise you. From now on, her life belongs to the Ahujas.
My Journey to You. Z World, DSTV channel 166 and GoTV channel 30.
Our party was a parliamentary system of government. The second one was devolution. And these were the two cardinal principles of negotiations of our party. And if you people remember, the Honorable Odm Mbai, who was a professor at the University of Nairobi and a specialist in devolution, was killed in the process. He was killed because he was the chair of devolution of the Technical Committee on Devolution in Bomas of Kenya. After that, the Kibaki team walked out and went to Kilifi and made a draft, another draft parallel to the one of the Bomas of Kenya. When this draft came, it was subjected to a referendum. And when it was subjected to a referendum, our team, which was saying no, was given the symbol of Machungwa. The other team was given banana. And you know banana is weak. You can break it. All of our members of the and that is how this party was formed. We formed it, but also with difficulties, because somebody from Meru had blocked the name ODM. So when we went to register ODM as a party, we found that the name was not available. But then, fortunately, we changed the name slightly to ODM Kenya. And I don't want to go into history how that ODM Kenya also disappeared from our hands. Those who know the Manzo and Kalonzo angle will say themselves. But then the Orange Democratic Movement was formed. And one of the cardinal principles was still devolution and parliamentary system of government. But as we now continue to negotiate because we were still in government, though our people had been sacked from the government. We negotiated and went for devolution, but the other party took the presidential system, which was in the Kilifi draft. That was negotiation. That is the spirit of negotiation, give and take, which ODM should continue with. We are going to continue with that principle of give and take and negotiation. We are not going to be stiff, and I want to tell my daughter here, Winnie, that we are not going to expel people. We are not going to be a party of expelling people. We are going to be a party of including people and asking them to come in. But we are also going to maintain democratic principles because we are a democratic party. A democratic party has structures. And when you are a leader and a policy maker in any of the structures, then you must go by the cardinal principles of democracy. One of the cardinal principles of democracy is that the minority will have their say and the majority will have their way. That is how democracy works. Democracy does not mean chaos. And you cannot be a party leader. You preside over a meeting of NEC or of any of the organs, and then when you come out there, because you did not like what the majority passed, you start attacking it and saying completely opposite of what the party has passed it through its established organ. And if you do that, then you don't deserve to be in that position. You are not expelled from the party, but you cannot continue serving in a position which you are not fit to serve in because you are opposing exactly things which are against your own ideas, but which were passed by the majority of your colleagues. If you are strong enough, you should convince your colleagues so that you have majority in those committees. If you don't convince them, ni shauri yako. You cannot now go and seek sympathy that I'm being mistreated because of my tribe. We all come from a tribe, all of us. But the first tag of ODM is that ODM is a national party. ODM is not a tribal party, and we cannot expel anybody from any position because of his tribe. Your tribe now becomes your hiding point, where because you know what you have done, but you don't tell them the truth. You just tell them, Mimi ni Jaluo, I'm being expelled because I'm a Jaluo. But you cannot. Our party cannot do anything like that because we have all tribes represented here in our party. In this hall, is there any tribe which is left out of this hall? I've heard all of them are represented here. So our party continues on with that principle, and I, as your leader, I will not encourage indiscipline in the party because democracy does not mean chaos. Democracy does not mean chaos. It is not intolerance. It is actually just going by the principle of democracy. And I want to, I was not meant to talk long. I was only meant to thank you for making me your party leader. But I want to inform you that as we continue to negotiate in this broad-based arrangement, all of you know that we came through the window in this broad-based government. And we were left there by my brother Raila Amolo Odinga. He is the one who left us there. And we are going to continue to be there up to 2027. But before then, we are starting negotiations to prepare ourselves, because elections is 2027, which is next year. We cannot just sit back and wait for 2027 and then we start moving and negotiating. We have to do it as an organized party and a disciplined party. We have to start those negotiations early, and because of the authority you have given us, we are now going to move fast and see if we can agree with order, and we are going to put our principles. One of them was stated by UNET, that where ODM has MCAs, where ODM has MPs, where ODM has women reps, where ODM has senators and governors, that is non-negotiable. That is ODM area. We start from there. We start from there. But that is just one of them. That is just one small one. We are going to negotiate, and we are going to form a technical team to start the negotiations. And we are not going to be, like other people are saying, that ODM is bought. Is bought by who? At my age, can somebody buy me? Will you buy me with how much? So I want to end there. My people, that our negotiations will actually be conducted in a manner that we shall ensure that come 2027, ODM is in power, and we are not ashamed to say we want power, and we are going to remain in power. Without power, you cannot do any policy. You cannot serve the people. So we can only serve when we are in power. Power first, everything else follows. So I'm not ashamed. Every party is formed in all countries of the world to seek power. So seeking power is not anything which is shameful. It is something we are going to adapt also as part of our principal slogans. ODM power! ODM power! Asanteni sana. Thank you and God bless you all.
Asante sana, tumpigie party leader makofi kwa hotuba yake hiyo tangulizi tangu ateuliwe rasmi na baraza kuu kuwa chair party leader wetu. Now, ladies and gentlemen, naomba tuketi tafadhali. Naomba tuketi, bado session moja. Naomba tuketi tafadhali, honorable delegates. Let's take our seats as we welcome up national chairperson to make the final proclamation. Then Kayamba Africa is going to lead us in a word of prayer in the national anthem of the Republic of Kenya.
In accordance with Article 47, as read together with Article 49 of the Orange Democratic Movement Party Constitution, and considering the obligations of the office of the National Chairperson as set out under Article 18 of the ODM Constitution, notice is hereby given to formally adjourn the meeting of the Special Delegates Convention, Sine Die, this Friday, 27th March 2026, at the ASK Dome, Jamhuri Showground, Nairobi City County. Asanteni na Mungu awabariki.
Niombe sote tusimame kwa wimbo wa taifa wa Jamhuri ya Kenya utakaoashiria mwisho wa hafla yetu ya siku ya leo rasmi. Kofia zote zilizo rasmi tusalie kuzivua. Wimbo wa taifa ukiongozwa na Kayamba Afrika. Asante, neema ya Mungu iwe juu yenu sasa na siku zote za maisha yenu. Kayamba.
Haya, tusivumanie sana. Party ni ODM.